Axiom. I'm just gonna join this debunk from because I just find it very retarded. So why not I just join in? It's gonna be uploaded on Factual Scalers channel, obviously. But yeah, let's get to the debunk. Whatever this retardation, this nigga named Balder Solo's favorite verse or whatever. Yeah, go ahead and send the shit. Let me debunk all. Let's debunk this uh paragraph, whatever. Otherwise, quote unquote proof.
So sent it just now.
Uh, okay. Where are you sending it again? All right,
And
here,
I think this
GC.
is here. All right, it's in. It was just
Okay,
loading up the pictures.
okay, let's get this shit started. Okay, so uh, read the proofs. Boulder Nig, the world serpent, it transcends endless possibility. All right, do you have any things to say about this? Cause I'll say what I have to say. If you're done with what you with what your contentions is, with what he just stated.
Well, my
So
consensus
go
is
ahead.
that he's obviously referring to the mythological Yggdrasil and not the in-game God of War Yggdrasil. I guess he's doing a nominal fallacy by saying this because he has no proof that the Yggdrasil tree in God of War is the same as the mythological Yggdrasil.
I mean, this entire paragraph we can non-logically just argue this is just dismissed via Hitchens razor since there's literally no empirical evidence to support this shit. But anyways,
Hmm.
I'll have state some contentions with what he said. He said, quote unquote, it transcends endless possibility, and that he just argued possibility is the same as logicality, which doesn't necessarily make sense, and that's a fucking non sequitur. Firstly, it's because sure, a possibility can be a form of set like logicality. Sure, it can be logical, but that doesn't like identify or denote every form of logicality. That would be a huge non sequitur. Because let's just say that a possibility can only like limit itself to our external reality, and external reality in question will be three dimensional. So if a possibility that is within this type of level dimensionality, then it would not go or corresponds to higher dimensionality that's above 3D. So unless provided contextualization, the say that all of these possibilities in question could scale higher than 3D, then sure that could help. But like with this, it's just be a form presupposition. So he said endless possibilities in infinite timelines, and yet be transcended over possibilities. Hence where we scale above all things logical. Transcendence over all. Let's go conjunction to this. He said transcends to possibility. All possibility would mean they transcends all logicality. That would just be arguing that's outside the framework of logic, which would be not bounded by the law of identity. If you're not bounded by the law of identity, you'd have no identity. Therefore, you pretty much don't exist. So he just scaled Yggdrasil to nothing. Like literally, this nigga just killed you. This nigga just scaled Yggdrasil to logicality.
That's
Holy
what I was
shit.
saying too. When I first saw it, I was like, bro, if it's above logicality, then it's nothing because it will
Yeah,
contradict the three laws of
yeah.
thought.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so the rest of his paragraph was just talking about the law of non-contradiction, law of excluded middle, law of identity, which let me see what he said. All things have its own identity and cannot equal its negation, which is true. Yes, all of these things he did is a fucking definition or what he identified it as. We don't fucking care. What's the fucking use of this if you're just gonna define the three laws of thought that literally doesn't support your fucking thesis and hand? So, most of his arguments was that he lived Tyr's temple, which contains the world tree, and the world tree is in replica to Yggdrasil. Anything, nothing, Curious Dodge. Literally, most of the scalings over all of these concepts, all these dimensionalities, all these possibilities towards this Yggdrasil in question literally fucking scales nowhere since we already like came into a logical conclusion. It's illogical, and even so, even if we don't say it's illogical and argue these possibilities in question to be 3D, then in actuality it would be four dimensional if you just go ahead with the not going based off transcendence every logicality, because that was just a form of analogy if we just based off what here scalings are correspondingly. But yeah, like most of the scaling, the cosmology and the character itself literally scales nowhere. So any reputations towards any things he said though, because like
Well, yes, I just realized when he's using the Yggdrasil, the Kratos lifts Yggdrasil argument again. He does realize that for us that it's only an artistic representation, meaning it's not the real thing. So I don't know why he's trying to argue that. Like, people need to learn to
so
understand the storyline. If Kratos actually wanted to lift the realms and the Yggdrasil tree, he would literally need to have connected the light of Alfheim to all the doors and
yeah.
and lift the realm towers outside the Lake of Nine as well, because as Freya stated, that the towers outside and the doors are all connected to the same physical space as the Nine Realms. So he would need to lift all of that. And when and someone was also arguing that he lifted Jotunheim because it was connect because the light of Alfheim was connecting to Jotunheim, but that does not make sense as the Jotunheim tower was not open and the realm was lost until we in the campaign figured out a way to bring it back. So that doesn't make sense. That means the light of Alfheim was connected to literally nothing.
Yeah, so in other words, you can just dismiss that entire thing you just mentioned to like a
A pagan
subset
standard.
form of like Sagan standards. Yeah, Sagan standards and Russell's teapot. I mean, Russell's teapot is just a form of reminiscence towards a burden of proof. But anyways, so yeah, we just refuted to the mythology part, so that would necessarily not scale anywhere. He also let's go to the speed part. He said Kratos dodge Helios light. This light was able to light up hell. Hell was type 9 infinite.
What the hell is Type
That's
9 Infinite?
type, type 9. He said since mythology, okay, we already refuted that it's not the same identifications toward mythology, then this literally does not do anything. It goes nowhere other than I mean we can agree hell is infinite in size, which would be high uni, but like what the fuck is infinite type 9? That no, that doesn't make fucking sense. Okay, let's go to the other part. He said Grado's movement and Nato's dimension. This dimensions transcend all concept and cosmology. Um, is this nigga basing off what the scalings are, which is all possibility? Because that shit doesn't scale
Yes,
anywhere. And
yes, I think
yeah,
so.
and that doesn't even like that thing. That's just a fucking claim. That needs evidence. Where I mean, sure, you can state this thing. I have no refutation to this. Is because I'm agnostic to the claims. Trying to argue what is the claims trying to fucking affirm here. So I wouldn't have any reputations because. Well, again, we're agnostic to this. There's no fucking evidence. That's just a claim. You can say this thing transcends all concepts, but where's the evidence? This is just a fucking statement. So we
You can
can
tell
go
this
along with
guy.
that, but
You can tell this guy got his skill from someone. Like it's obvious that he himself could not make this kind of skill.
obviously. Oh fuck yeah, because there's no fucking way this nigga like type the law of exclude middle, law of identity, law of non-contradiction with with his own bare hands. I'm pretty sure this nigga fucking googled it or fucking steal it from someone. But yeah, let's get back to the main point. It's stated by Kratos himself. Yeah, this speed feat literally scales nowhere near irrelevant speed. We already debunked that shit. Let's go to this one. He said infinity itself surpasses universal laws, but infinite hierarchies of infinite, aka type 12 infinity,
What?
okay, far surpasses centimeter. Centimeter levels beings are 6, 11 dimensional. Centimeter level beings are 6 what?
What is
What?
Joe yapping about?
Does this nigga not know what centimeter is? Come on, bro. Whoever fucking made this, I mean, we're pretty fucking sure that this nigga just steal it from someone. But
Nah,
who
there's
the
no way
fuck
this guy
made
made
this?
it by himself.
Like, no, no, like I'm gonna be honest with you. He said like centimeter. How the fuck is that correlation to higher dimensionality? Doesn't make fucking sense.
Yeah,
So yeah, okay. So he said infinity itself surpasses universal laws. No, the fuck? If
that
you, I
would
mean, if you
contradict what
correspond
universal laws
universal
is, though.
laws,
If it surpasses
well,
universal laws.
yeah, like universal laws, like we can dependent those based off physics, and yet physics is like what corresponds to dimensionalities, geometry from science, which are literally bounded within universal laws. So like infinity by itself is not beyond any of these universal laws. I have arguments that every form of sets of infinities, matter of fact, the highest form of infinity, which in dimensionality, like still doesn't fucking scale anywhere because outer versal in itself is actually beyond that every form of infinity. So infinity is a universal dependent concept as a whole. So nearly, this doesn't fucking do shit. So again, we already refuted that part. That doesn't make fucking sense. He said that six-dimensional characters can logically easily destroy a more than countably infinite number. Okay, sure. None of this fucking prove anything. He
First
said
of all, he didn't
infinity,
even prove.
infinite number of points.
He didn't even justify where the existence of these higher dimensions are. In any case, he just stated that it existed, yet gives
He
no.
also, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He also said absolute infinity to Yggdrasil. Absolute infinity literally is not above anything that's how do I say this? So he said absolute infinity has infinite hierarchies of infinity. What does this fucking do? That's still bounded by universal laws. Anyone who has disagreements with this can actually join the my server or actually just add me to debate me. I don't think absolute infinity scales anywhere. No, not scales anywhere. I think it doesn't scale to outer like what niggas actually say. But yeah, so all of these things, he most of this are literally just fucking claims, positive claims that needs obviously evidence to support it, which there's no evidence here because this is from fucking YouTube. So we can just dismiss this via Sagan standards.
And
So
hitting
and
paper.
Hitchens.
But
Yeah, that
my
is
peeve is also like he never even proved like the dimensions are higher dimensions with quantitative superiority as well. It's like, bro, think a little bit. If you're going to assert that the verse has this amount of dimensions, higher dimensions, then you have to justify where it is, what's the proof, and you also have to justify and prove that they have quantitative superiority and that they are higher than the last.
yeah. Okay.
I want to
That
meet the
okay.
guy who made this skill. Honestly, I want to meet the guy who made this skill. I have to ask what was going through his head.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, we got whoever fucking made this shit and he really needs some serious um brain shit. Anyways, so let's go to the second final one, which is okay. Let's go to the
Oh,
fourth final
a
one.
long ass
He
one.
said, yeah, he no, not the last one, but like close to the last one. He said basically a being or an object which is outside and beyond all dimensions of time and space. This is something completely formless, abstract, metaphysical, and transcendental. Transcendental. This is an extract form qualifications from outer versal. The
What?
Yggdrasil far
He
qualifies for
literally
this easily.
contradicts himself by saying it's formless. That's zero D.
Yeah,
If it's
yeah.
formless, then
Could
it's
far
zero D.
qualify for outer versal pass, perhaps. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I'm reading all this shit. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. I destroyed Thanatos. Yeah, this shit from the this one, whatever this is. Hold up. Let me let me send this shit real quick. This one is like the how do I say this? The second close shit. Anyways, like check DMs, check DMs. That's the thing that really scales that basing off of what he said, which again doesn't necessarily help anything. So we
Yeah,
don't
I
need
was
to
on this
refute
one.
that.
I was seeing it. I was seeing it.
Yeah, we don't need. Yeah, we already refuted that. We don't need that shit because all of this are fucking claims that corresponds to a scale that we debunked. So there's no need for to talk about that shit. So let's go to the final one. Odin
But
created the Norse
why is wait,
pantheon. With,
hold up 1 second. Like, why is he using all these gadgets and abilities and weapons for Kratos when old man Kratos does not have these? Because he said he
exactly.
was too strong for
Why
them or
the fuck?
something. Why is he
Yeah,
using
why
these?
the fuck? So unnecessary. Like so unnecessary. Anyways, let's go to the final one. He said Norse pantheon in infinite dimensions. Kratos was stronger than him. Irrelevant power feat. No, how the fuck? What the fuck is irrelevant power feat? Okay, if you're going based off linguistics and basing off these wordings, then go upon that what they are described as. Irrelevant is literally something that has no connection or something that form disjunction, and power by itself, we argue is like a power from fiction or some shit. So this doesn't literally this lacks specifications and there's no existence of irrelevant power. Then this irrelevant power in question just means there's non-existent of power because basing off descriptions are irrelevant. Then literally this shit This nigga just scaled the power in question to nothing. This is so fucking crazy, man.
Well,
Holy
yeah, why would you
shit.
call it irrelevant if he's literally listing it as a feat?
Uh huh. Yeah. He also said Kratos chopped off Medusa's head and uses the weapon. Blah said blah 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 blah. Let's go to it. That was literally stated in the game. All Stars is also canon. All Stars Kratos scales to high narrative level beyond
What?
beyond
That's not even a
beyond
tier. Where did this guy get this skill? I want to know where this guy got this skill, bro.
high narrative level.
I swear to
Holy
God,
shit.
is that polygon is that polyman shit, bro? Yeah, I swear.
Oh,
First of all,
really?
first of all,
I
Polyman
mean,
was literally stated to have drawn
okay.
power from the universes of the games that were taking place in All Stars. So
Yeah.
Kratos would only
Yeah. Also,
scale.
yeah. The question is, how is narrative even beyond fiction? Even if you want to say the existence of high narrative, that you're saying you're above narrative at itself, why would that scale beyond fiction and tiering system? That's presupposing that this narrative in question corresponds to all of these fiction and tiering system in question when it's only on one specific verse. Like literally, this is just presupposing the verse has qualifications for every high tiers that it is. So this literally just scales fucking nowhere. Holy bro, what the
Like
fuck?
I have nothing against God of War, but this guy ain't it, bro. And the best God of War scaler is probably Warrior Z. Yeah, he need to learn to
Okay.
teach this guy how to skill.
Yeah, he needs learn from Warrior Z. Anyways, yeah, I think we already debunked all of these. Like we went from the final one. The final one is the high narrative level, which doesn't fucking make sense.
Because there's not a tier that exists.
so
That's not a tier.
so let's just say the synthesis or the consequent or the conclusion, and then we're done. The conclusion is Kratos does not scale to wherever this nigga gave presented. We can get Kratos high, but with more consistent scaling than this. I think Kratos personally can scale to outer verso, where you scale Kratos at, and then
Yeah, I believe Kratos can scale to aura to high aura, so with Warrior Z
yeah,
stuff.
okay, yeah, okay, that's GG's now. We're done. Now you can like stop the recording now, cause
Oh
yeah,
wait, hold on.
that's the
Remember, Vortex had also had a contention to it. Boulder solos fiction because fiction is logical, but Boulder is logical. But if he can beat anyone logical, then he scales above himself. But that's illogical via the law of identity. That's just one of the many
yeah,
problems with this ass scale, which I agree with.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
Boulder and Kratos and stuff is fictional, how would he be above fiction?
Yeah, exactly. That
If you're
yeah,
gonna rat smart.
Vortex cooked on that one. But yeah, that okay. I guess we're done. That's
Yeah, okay.
that's some that's GG's. Anyways, you're gonna edit this, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna edit it.
All right. Tag me when you're done.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the
Alright,
clips and the proof of what we were talking about and stuff, so nobody can call Hitch's race on us.
okay, go. Yeah, okay. GG's, I guess. I will go.